Are the Ottomans at war with them? No. That doesn't really bode well. These are probably all Timurids, aren't they? Well, as long as I can get out of this with at least one territory, I'll be happy. And we'll have discovered a couple of new provinces as well, which is always good. And hopefully some more sieges will get done. How are our sieges going? Okay. Oh, their army's being all crafty, coming in a way I didn't expect. Look at that. Where are they going? They're going to Perm. Let's see if we can chase them down in the freaking colonial areas here. That's not going to be good. These guys just go back to Moscow. You're not doing anybody any good there. You're just going to get yourself wiped out, and then I'm going to have to pay money to replace them. Now, hopefully this isn't some clever ruse by the computer to draw me off. Have another force come in here to just obliterate everything, but it doesn't really seem much like the computer. Alright, so they've abandoned their attempts to break out there. Where are they going? I don't even know what territory that is. It's one I haven't discovered, apparently. Is this the one that we're heading to? Different name. Don't know. Different name. That's odd. That's damn peculiar. I don't like it. Alright, so what is going on with all this shuffling here now? November. Oh my god, November. Looks like somebody will arrive in October at least. Well, the color's all messed up there, the border. Maybe, no, I guess it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, it is. It is, the river seems like it would be the boundary, but it's not. I have no idea where those guys are going. They've disappeared. That's probably not good. Don't like losing track of them, but we really do need to get this mapped out here. Because we're going to end up having more wars with these guys in the future, so. Oh, the Timurids! I didn't even notice them. Peace, peace. We want peace. It's all we ever wanted. Oh god, they're not going to do it. We don't have the resources to defend ourselves. This is not good. Even though I have 25% war score, they're not going to do anything because they know that I will concede defeat. I can't lose my whole military. I know this was all worthless, but I cannot lose my whole military like that. Well, that was a pointless expedition of loss of life. That sucks. Let's get our armies recouped here, I guess, and I'm just gonna reconfigure everything, and I'll be back in a little while. That was disappointing. At least we took out Novgorod. We're done with that, so we actually will be able to form Russia at some point. So that's good. It wasn't a complete loss, just mostly a loss. Just pull everybody back to friendly territory here. Sort it out later. Alright, well, I've pulled everybody back, and I'm going to see if we can annex another vassal. Now, they have 4 territories. They're all fairly not that valuable, and they do not have Russian culture, but I believe we'll be able to convert them over to Russian pretty easily, and so I want to go ahead and do that. I'm going to keep building my armory program up here, too, because Lord knows I need the troops. And I'm waiting until my manpower gets up above where we can start building again, because we have to replace 4 regiments that we lost in that kind of hopeless fight there. But we did map out one piece of territory. Once we have this, we'll have a border with the colony, but we won't be able to actually do the colonization until we get some national ideas. So I should probably hold off on doing too much by that way until we can actually get up to the next level here. It looks like we need another 100 or so So I'm going to hold off on that, try to save up my administrative PowerPoints and get to there. And I think the reason that things went south here, I was actually looking, is that the Ottomans entered a truce too. So I think that that is where things kind of went south, was that the Ottomans kind of bailed on us, and that sucks. I really want to get the Ottomans under control here. We really need to start getting, I need a naval port down here, because what I really want to do is they have a fairly powerful navy themselves. I want to basically cut them off from Europe and take this for my own, Constantinople and stuff, but I don't know about that. That's all long-term stuff, because right now we are kind of licking our wounds. That did not go well at all. Alright, well, we just cored the last province of Novgorod, so looks like, what do we actually need for this to happen? Administrative technology at least 10. So it's going to be a little while until, oh, we still have to own, oh, we have to own smallness, which, do we have to own it, or was it an ore one? Okay, it was an ore one. So once we incorporate this into Ryazan into Russia, or Muscovy right now, then we'll be able to become Russia. It's going to take a long time because of the administrative technology anyway. Like, I'm not sure we're going to be able to deal with a war with Lithuania right now. I am debating attempting a war here, but they're still aligned with Lithuania. Did the royal, they got their independence from Poland, didn't they? Yeah, they're not in a personal union. That's good news, at least. I'll take it. Whatever. What's Perm gonna do? They're gonna be part of Russia in a minute here. How much longer is that going to take? It's hard to say. Oh no, they have rebels. I'm not sure I should even trouble myself with trying to deal with that. It's still gonna take months, probably like a year or two, until we actually it will take 2 years until we have our troops back at full strength. So it's gonna probably be a peaceful couple years here. I should probably try to plan things out better. That was unfortunate. That really was a big setback. We can't afford to have a war like that, lose all those men, and not even get any territory out of it. We're just so damn close. We need to break up this stupid coalition that's going on, and that just sucks. Alright, so we're doing some cultural conversions over here to get these to be a little bit more useful of provinces over here. We inherited that army, of course, so I've kind of restructured things. We're working on getting our manpower back up. There's really not too much going on right now. Things are pretty good. We're working on improving our relations over here still. Keep building stuff. It looks like we have a new technology we can finally do, so we can get some ideas going, which is really important. So, let's see. Free slot. What sort of idea do we want to go down now? I've been doing a lot of offensive stuff, so it's probably not a terrible idea to go that route. Although colonizing stuff would be kind of good too, because we can start expanding out this way. A lot of this will be free expansion pretty much. So I think we're actually going to go the exploration route first, because then we can start working on getting some colonists going and whatnot. So what do we actually have to do to get the colonial ventures? We need a little bit more diplomacy. So we'll wait for that. That way we can start colonizing the frontier here and expand out towards the Pacific Ocean, hopefully. Well, we've converted the heretics here, so we have made some progress down there. We should probably work on converting our next group here. And we don't need to worry about converting their culture, because Tartar culture is accepted now, so we're cool with that. And that's probably going to be a pretty big bonus too. So I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to get around to attacking Crimea at some point. It looks like at some point the Golden Horde got wiped out, and these guys are still allied with the Timurids, which is problematic in its own way. So expansion down to the south is probably going to kind of die for a little bit here, and then Looks like they're still at war over here, so I'm not sure Lithuania ever came to help them, so I'm kind of considering declaring war and seeing what happens, but we really don't have the manpower for a protracted war. But I am going to at least move some troops over and give it some thought here, I think, and see if we can get some idea of what we're doing. Maybe I should move troops here so I can just kind of see if they have anything going on there. But yeah, we'll move those troops. We don't want to move them in such a way that we end up having any attrition happen here. With 17, 18, they'll be fine. All right, so let's move the troops. So I've been looking at the ledger here, and it's not a good idea to do this probably because they have 27,000 men and they have a lot of manpower available. We do not. So I'm going to actually hold off on this. I realized the reason that Lithuania didn't get involved in this war. I was looking here, and they're at war with Poland. Lithuania, although they're no longer in the personal union with Poland, they are still allied with Poland. So that would be the reason that Lithuania stayed out of that one. We still have personal unions going on over here. So we're kind of in a rough position here where there's no easy target to attack neighboring us. The Timurids are kind of scary still. Not real worried about Kazan here, but going to war with them is going to mean going to war with the Timurids more than likely. Unless I can do something clever here. So, like, they are allied, looks like, with Quara whatever, which is... Actually, I wonder if Georgia's allied with... oh, that's the other way around. Crimea is the vassals. So let's see what's going on with this. Are they allied with the Ottomans? Yes, they are. Everybody's friggin' allied with everybody. It's a problem. It's a real problem. So I'm going to give it some thought and see what I can come up with for a plan here. Alright, so we're able to go ahead and buy our idea here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we actually have a colonist available now. Now, what is the native aggressive? It's not so bad here. I think we'll probably expand into here first. So we'll get this colony underway. What do we got going here? We lose 10 legitimacy. We get a tax boost versus gain 20 legitimacy. I think I'll grant the privileges. Why not? I mean, why the heck not? So, is that... What is this? This is Uzbek here. Okay, so we'll have a border with Uzbek now. That could be beneficial. That could be a way to get some territorial gains. They're at war with people. Looks like their only ally is Kazan. So this might be a way to get to attack them indirectly. So we'll consider that. In the meantime, I'm getting my manpower built up. I'm continuing to build armories as I can, just because we really need as much manpower as possible going forward in the future here. So keep at it. Alright, looks like we're ready to invest in a new technology. Looks like we'll get some better troops out of this, so that's always good. Let's go ahead and upgrade our units to the superior unit. We didn't get a new cavalry, did we? What's the difference here? Defensive morale. Leave that as it is. So things are progressing. We're working on it. And I started construction of our navy so we can try to get that objective done for completing the, what is it, 75% or something of our force limit. So we're getting a couple galleys and some brokes built down there. First rebellion in a while. That's good news. I mean, it's not good news that it happened, but it's good news that it's been a while. So I'm going to reduce our fleet maintenance proactively just so I don't forget to do that. And we're going to go ahead and just hold our ground here, wait for our morale to go up, and then we'll attack. Well, we got a culture converted. We should have another one finishing up in a second. And rebellion. Why are you guys rebelling? That's odd. Well, we'll go deal with them. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but just more of the same. Just not much going on. We keep our colony going here. I think when this gets to 100, it will become self-sustaining. I think it's 100. I'm not sure when this little counter gets up. We'll see. We're going to annex another vassal as well. We need to clear some diplomatic relations up. It looks like the war over here has ended, actually. So, it looks like they're still allied with everybody. But with that war over, I'm actually going to work on improving relations, I think, and try to get these guys a little bit on my side here. We got to start getting some relations going with other countries so that we get opportunities for war. So, I'm going to send my dude to improve the relations there. Alright, well, this could be an opportunity here. Let's see how this is playing out. The Lithuania has declared war on the Teutonic Order, and it looks like they might be busy. What is going on here? Lithuania, Denmark. Okay, so they're at war with everybody. This is probably a pretty good chance here to do something about this. So let's go ahead and... who do we need to recall? Stop improving relations. Let's get troops moved. This is probably the chance we've been waiting for to get some expansion going here. So I'm not going to give anybody access to my territory because they're just going to be moving in on my turf that I want to take here. Who are these guys even allied with right now? Just the Teuton. Okay, this is probably going to go pretty well. I am going to move all 3 of my completed armies over here so that we have more than enough troops to occupy everything, because we may, like, depending on how things break down, may end up having to occupy some of the Teutonic Order and stuff too. But I knew if I waited for a break, we'd get a break. That's how it always goes. You just got to pay attention to what's going around you sometimes. Oh, that's exciting. Maybe this has to... I think this might have to get to 300 before it counts. So, we're not going to spend any money on any construction projects for a little bit in case we need mercenaries. I would like to build up my money reserves a little bit here. And it looks like by the time everybody gets here, we'll be in pretty good shape. So, no, nobody gets military access because we are declaring war. Let's declare our intentions here and go. I thought I increased the maintenance. Is it just yelling about the Navy maintenance? Because I'm not increasing my naval maintenance until we actually have a Navy that's worth taking out. Because right now, even against a little country, our Navy would probably not stand much of a chance. So just leave them home. Unfortunately, it's the winter, so we'll have to deal with attrition a little more than I would like, but it is what it is. Things are kind of looking good for this occupation starting here, actually. I'm actually feeling kind of confident here. They have 8. That's a bigger army than I'd like to deal with at once here. Let's wait for friends to get here. And we'll start divvying up troops up north here where we can spare them a little better. I would like to select the main army here. Thank you. And I'll cut over this way so they can help with the attack if necessary too. I'm really glad this ended up working out. Nobody gets military access to my territory right now. Alright, who are you attacking? You're going to Dorpat. That's a great name. I think I want to wait till they actually engage the troops there and make a go at it. Send these guys already. Now, how much of a fleet do they have? They have 3 ships. It looks like... are they all galleys? Yeah, I think they're galleys. I don't think I can take that fleet in a fair fight right now because they actually get a bonus against my ships, and they probably have other ships that I'm... somebody probably has other ships here. Alright, so December 25th. So they arrived on Christmas. Let's go in and smash everybody now. And we'll start getting our rest of our occupation forces out and about. We'll swing through. Just help out too. Now, I am going to have to send some sort of navy out at some point, because I'm not going to be able to actually reach this one territory with their navy. They're going to be able to blockade me. Those little lines there mean that there's like an isthmus or something. Okay, that's Lithuania. No, I was scared for a moment when I saw those troops, but it's just Lithuanians.